11 dangerous habits that are accelerating your aging after 50. Have you ever noticed that some 50-year-olds look like they're 70, while 70-year-olds look like they're 50? Have you ever wondered what really determines the speed of your aging after the age of 50? Are there daily habits that are silently sabotaging your health and accelerating your aging process without you realizing it? What you will discover in this video can completely revolutionize your health and quality of life after the age of 50. Science has proven that certain behaviors can drastically accelerate the aging process, affecting everything from your mobility to your brain function. But the good news is that you have more control over your aging than you realize. After the age of 50, your body simply no longer tolerates certain habits that once seemed harmless. The knowledge you'll gain today can literally add years of healthy life to your future. Each of the habits we're going to discuss represents an opportunity for transformation for your health. Even small changes can bring extraordinary benefits when implemented consistently. Let's get started. 1. Ignoring silent signals. Why regular checkups can save your life. Ignoring the signals your body sends can be a fatal mistake after the age of 50. Many serious illnesses begin silently, with no obvious symptoms to sound the alarm. Hypertension, for example, is known as the silent killer because it rarely has clear symptoms. The same is true of type 2 diabetes, which can develop gradually over years. Early diagnosis through regular checkups can literally be the difference between life and death. The risk of developing chronic diseases increases significantly after the age of 50. Conditions such as cancer, heart disease, and kidney problems respond much better to treatment when caught early. A simple annual blood test can reveal subtle changes that indicate the onset of health problems. Exams such as colonoscopy, mammography, and bone densitometry become essential at this stage of life. Men often neglect prostate exams out of fear or shame, putting their lives at risk. Women who skip regular mammograms miss the opportunity to detect breast cancer at an early stage. Would you be able to ignore a fire alarm in your home? So why ignore the alarms your body is trying to trigger? But have you ever stopped to think, how many serious diseases could have been avoided with simple preventive exams? 2. The invisible enemy in your mouth. How your oral health affects your heart. The connection between your mouth and the rest of your body is much deeper than you might think. Bacteria from dental plaque can enter your bloodstream and travel to your heart and other organs. Scientific studies prove that periodontal diseases significantly increase the risk of heart problems. Chronic inflammation caused by gum problems can contribute to the development of atherosclerosis. Neglected oral health can be as serious a risk factor as smoking or having high cholesterol. People over the age of 50 often develop dry mouth due to common medications. Reducing saliva decreases natural protection against bacteria, increasing the risk of cavities and infections. Regular visits to the dentist are just as important as appointments with any other medical specialist. Proper brushing twice a day and daily flossing are non-negotiable practices. Changing your toothbrush every 3 months is a small investment with a big return on your health. Using mouthwash that is specific to your needs can complement your oral hygiene routine. Did you know that many serious heart problems start in the mouth? And the scariest thing, most people with gum disease don't have obvious symptoms until the damage is extensive. 3. Lost nights, stolen years. The hidden price of poor quality sleep. Your body performs vital repair and regeneration functions only during deep sleep. Fragmented or insufficient sleep disrupts these essential cellular recovery processes. After the age of 50, natural sleep patterns change, becoming lighter and less restorative. Chronic sleep deprivation is directly linked to increased inflammation throughout the body. Quality sleep is not a luxury after the age of 50, but an absolute biological necessity. The blue light emitted by electronic devices suppresses the production of melatonin, the sleep hormone. Establishing a regular sleep routine programs your body clock to work more efficiently. Cool, dark, and quiet bedrooms create the ideal environment for restful sleep. Alcohol and caffeine, even consumed hours before bedtime, can significantly compromise sleep quality. Untreated sleep apnea can reduce life expectancy by up to 10 years. Symptoms such as loud snoring, breathing pauses, and excessive daytime sleepiness should not be ignored. What would happen if you found out that every night of poor sleep is literally shortening your life? Would you continue to prioritize other activities over your sleep? 4. Thirst ignored. How dehydration is aging you from the inside. The feeling of thirst decreases with age, but the need for water remains the same or even increases. Your body is made up of approximately 60% water, which is essential for every cellular function. Chronic dehydration can manifest as fatigue, headaches, and even mental confusion. Many commonly prescribed medications after the age of 50 have a diuretic effect, increasing the need for hydration. Water is literally the fuel that keeps all of your body's systems running harmoniously. Your skin loses elasticity and appears more wrinkled when you don't consume enough water. Joints depend on adequate hydration to maintain lubrication and prevent pain. The digestive system requires water to properly process food and prevent constipation. Your kidneys work much harder to filter out toxins when you don't drink enough water. Caffeinated beverages and alcohol can contribute to dehydration by increasing urine output. Keeping a bottle of water nearby at all times serves as a visual reminder to drink regularly. Have you ever noticed how plants wilt when they don't get enough water? The same happens with your cells, only you can't see this process happening. 5. The wrong fuel. Nutrients your body craves after 50. Your metabolism slows down approximately 5% every decade after age 30. That means you need fewer calories, but more high-quality nutrients. Protein becomes crucial for fighting the natural muscle loss that occurs with aging. B vitamins are essential for cellular energy and nervous system health. Every meal is an opportunity to nourish your body or speed up your aging process. Ultra-processed foods can create chronic inflammation, the main driver of premature aging. Refined sugars damage the skin's collagen through a process called glycation. Trans fats and oxidized vegetable oils promote the formation of free radicals that damage cells. Antioxidants found in colorful fruits and vegetables fight this oxidative damage on a daily basis. Omega-3 present in fatty fish helps maintain brain health and reduce inflammation. Calcium and vitamin D become critical for preventing accelerated bone loss after the age of 50. What if every mouthful you take to your mouth was a conscious decision between aging well or badly? What would you choose to put on your plate, knowing the profound impact it has on your aging process? 6. The balance of life, the number that determines your next few years. Carrying extra weight after 50 puts enormous pressure on already naturally worn joints. Each additional pound significantly increases the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Abdominal fat, specifically, releases inflammatory compounds that affect the entire body. The visceral adipose tissue surrounding the internal organs is metabolically active in a detrimental manner. Maintaining a healthy weight is not a matter of vanity, but a fundamental strategy for longevity. On the other hand, being underweight also carries significant health risks. Adequate muscle mass and body fat are essential for maintaining a strong immune system. Insufficient energy reserves can leave you vulnerable during periods of illness or recovery. Drastic fluctuations in weight stress the body and can accelerate muscle loss. Finding your ideal weight means balancing metabolic health, body composition, and overall well-being. Extreme restrictive diets rarely work in the long term and can cause nutrient deficiencies. Did you know that even a modest loss of 5 to 10% of body weight can significantly improve your health? Which matters more? Losing weight fast or building sustainable habits that will keep your weight stable for decades? 7. Declining muscles. The shocking truth about loss of strength. Starting in your 30s, you naturally lose between 3 and 8% of muscle mass per decade. After 50, this rate can accelerate dramatically if you don't do resistance exercises. Sarcopenia, age-related loss of muscle mass, is one of the main causes of frailty in the elderly. Strong muscles are not just about appearance, but about functionality and independence in everyday life. Resistance exercises are literally the fountain of youth for your musculoskeletal system. Proper muscle strength protects your joints from injury and reduces the impact on daily activities. Active muscles burn more calories even at rest, helping to maintain a healthy weight. Strength training stimulates the production of hormones that promote cell regeneration. You don't need fancy equipment or heavy weights to start strengthening your muscles. Self-weighted exercises such as squats, modified push-ups, and bridges are extremely effective. Even 2 30-minute weekly sessions can make a significant difference in your muscle strength. Imagine reaching 80 years old and not being able to get up from a chair on your own or climb stairs. This is the future that awaits many people who neglect strength training after the age of 50. 8. Quiet stiffness. Regain the mobility that time is stealing. Flexibility naturally decreases with age, but can be maintained or even improved with regular practice. Stiff joints limit your movement and dramatically increase your risk of falls and injuries. Connective tissues, such as tendons and ligaments, become less elastic without adequate stimulation. Reduced mobility affects not only physical activities, but simple everyday tasks. 5 minutes of stretching a day can literally transform your quality of life. Practices such as yoga and Tai Chi combine flexibility, balance, and strengthening in an ideal way for people over 50. Stretching should be performed with gentle and sustained movements, never forcing beyond comfort. Deep breathing while stretching helps relax the muscles and increase the effectiveness of the exercises. The flexibility of the spine is directly related to your overall mobility and posture. Joints such as hips, shoulders, and ankles require special attention in mobility routines. Body balance depends directly on the flexibility and strength of the legs and core. Have you ever noticed how much harder it is to tie your shoes or look behind you when driving? These subtle signs of stiffness are early warnings that should not be ignored. 9. The invisible pressure. Master stress before it overwhelms you. Chronic stress releases cortisol continuously, accelerating cellular aging and shortening telomeres. After the age of 50, your body has fewer resources to deal with the detrimental effects of prolonged stress. Scientific studies demonstrate that unmanaged stress can add years to your biological age. The immune system becomes significantly more vulnerable when exposed to continuous stress. How you respond to daily stressors can literally determine the speed of your aging. Deep breathing techniques activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for relaxation. Regular meditation has been shown to reduce cellular inflammation and improve cognitive function in older adults. Pleasurable activities that promote the flow state are powerful antidotes to stress. Learning to set healthy boundaries in personal and professional relationships protects your mental health. Contact with nature, even for short periods, significantly reduces stress hormones. Practicing gratitude daily rewires your brain to perceive more positive aspects of life. What if the stress you consider normal is quietly stealing years from your life? How much time do you consciously dedicate to activities that reduce your stress level? 10. The dangerous mixture. What happens when you mix medications without guidance? After the age of 50, it is common to accumulate prescriptions from different doctors for various conditions. Drug interactions can cause serious side effects that are often mistaken for new health problems. Your liver and kidneys, which are responsible for metabolizing medications, become less efficient with age. This means that the drugs stay longer in your body, increasing the risk of toxicity. Self-medication or dose adjustment without medical supervision can be literally fatal. Supplements and natural remedies also interact with prescription medications, something that is often overlooked. Keeping an up-to-date list of all medications, including supplements, is essential for your safety. Always consulting the same pharmacist can add an extra layer of protection against dangerous interactions. Periodically review all of your medications with your doctor to see if they are still needed. Many older people take unnecessary medications because stopping them has never been considered. Medication reminder apps can help maintain regularity in doses, avoiding forgetfulness or duplication. What would you do if you found out that some of the symptoms you attribute to aging are actually drug side effects. Are you aware of all the possible interactions between the medications you currently take? 11. Your brain at risk. Surprising strategies for maintaining mental agility. Your brain, like your muscles, follows the use it or lose it principle in terms of neural connections. New learning literally creates new neural pathways, keeping your brain agile and adaptable. Cognitively challenging activities are like gym for your brain, strengthening its functions. Studies show that intellectually active people have a significantly lower risk of developing dementia. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself, remains active even at older ages. Learning a new language, musical instrument, or manual skill stimulates different brain areas simultaneously. Puzzles, strategic games, and challenging reading strengthen existing neural connections and create new ones. Alternating routines and habitual routes forces your brain to stay alert and create new mental maps. Intellectually stimulating socialization is particularly beneficial for cognitive health. Regular aerobic exercise increases cerebral blood flow and stimulates the growth of new cells. A diet rich in antioxidants and omega-3 protects the brain against oxidative damage. Have you ever considered that your brain at 80 years old might be sharper than it is today? What are you currently doing to ensure that your mind remains agile for decades to come? 12. Emotional balance, the secret to aging with joy. Emotional resilience is one of the strongest predictors of healthy and satisfying aging. People over the age of 50 often face significant changes that test their emotional stability. Retirement, empty nest, loss of loved ones, and changes in health require psychological adaptation. The ability to process difficult emotions without being overwhelmed by them protects your mental and physical health. Cultivating a positive mindset is not naivete, but an evidence-based strategy for longevity. Studies show that optimists live an average of 7 years longer than chronic pessimists. Practicing mindfulness helps break negative thought patterns that can lead to depression. Therapy, even over short periods, can provide valuable tools for navigating life transitions. Keeping a gratitude journal refocuses your brain to perceive positive aspects instead of negatives. Volunteer service not only benefits others, but also significantly improves your own well-being. Finding purpose and meaning in everyday life is critical for mental health after 50. What if the key to aging well wasn't in pills or procedures, but in your mental attitude? How much time do you consciously dedicate to cultivating your emotional well-being? 13. Toxic loneliness, the social habit that shortens your life expectancy. The science is clear. Social isolation is as harmful to health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. After the age of 50, circumstances such as retirement and reduced mobility can lead to gradual isolation. Meaningful social connections stimulate the production of hormones that fight stress and inflammation. Belonging to groups and communities provides purpose, identity, and emotional support. Maintaining quality relationships is not a luxury, but a biological necessity to age healthily. Regular social interactions cognitively stimulate your brain in ways that solitary activities cannot. Close friendships provide practical and emotional support during times of illness or difficulty. Intergenerational relationships are particularly beneficial, keeping you connected with different perspectives. Pets can significantly reduce feelings of loneliness and provide constant companionship. Technology offers new possibilities to stay in touch, even with physical or geographical limitations. Volunteerism and community participation create new social bonds while providing a sense of purpose. Did you know that people with strong social connections are 50% more likely to have longevity? What are you actively doing to cultivate and maintain meaningful relationships in your life? It's never too late to start building new social bonds that will enrich your years to come. The power is in your hands. Transform your aging process today. The habits we discussed today are not just casual recommendations, but scientifically proven strategies. Every little positive change you implement creates a compounding effect over time. Healthy aging does not happen by chance, but through conscious and consistent choices. Remember that it's never too late to make significant changes to your health and well-being. Your body has an incredible capacity for regeneration when you give it the proper tools. Start by identifying 1 or 2 habits that seem most urgent or feasible to you at this time. Small changes implemented consistently bring much greater results than temporary radical transformations. See this process not as deprivation, but as an investment in additional years of quality life. Share your commitment with friends or family to create a system of support and accountability. Celebrate every small victory along the way, recognizing your progress and effort. Be patient with yourself. Deep-rooted habit changes take time and persistence. Vividly imagining the future benefits of your present actions can strengthen your motivation in difficult times. The decision you make today will determine how you live for decades to come. You deserve to grow old with health, vitality, and joy, and the tools to do so are now in your hands.